Hey, BATT Family. It is the end of 2025.
Yay, because it's been a dumpster fire.
Better than 2024.
Yes, and especially when it comes to board games.
Right? So we are going to be doing the first of our annual top 10 lists. Hopefully we have a revisited on this partway through next year, and then you'll hear what were the best games of 26 and all that. But this, right now, are our top 10 games of 2025 that came out in 2025, because we have actually played so many of them this year that we can actually successfully make this list.
Yeah, so it's just going to be me and Mark. Jason, unfortunately, joined us just a little late. He doesn't have as many games under his belt that were on the 2025 list, so he is not included, but he will be for our top 10 of all time.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Mark.
Let's get into our top 10 games of 2025. Before we go into them, are there any honorable mentions you want to make?
You know, I think that the biggest one that I want to throw in there is the 3 small boxes that were done by Ivy Studios.
Sure.
Graph, Pillars of Fate, and even Time to Panic. They did not make my top 10, but they were still very solid games. Honestly, not shocking. Now that I played so many games this year, Fliptoons did not hit my top 10 of 2025.
Genuine surprise.
Yeah, it did not.
Okay.
Because there's been so many games that came out this year that were just so solid.
Yeah. Graft is on my short list. That is in,
Okay.
I did the top 25 games, actually. That's how far back I went. And it's in the top 15. It just missed the list.
I'd have to say probably Graft would be number 11.
Okay.
Like it just missed.
My 11 is Ofrenda.
Okay.
Because, man, I love Ofrenda. You've heard me talk about it a lot. I've made you play it a few times. I really like it. But just missed the list.
Yeah, just missed the list. That's too bad. But, you know, hey, maybe, who knows?
There's only 10 spots. We can only highlight 10 as the best.
Exactly.
And if you're 11th, you're just the first worst.
You're just... Ouch. So don't pay attention to that if you are one of these companies. So sorry.
We love you, Osprey Games. You make great games.
We do.
And Ofrenda is so stinking good. All right. So, Scott, what is your number 10?
So this one is crazy because literally just got to play it at PAX this past November, and it is...
Les Plateaux.
Oh, God. Don't you dare. I about had a heart attack. No, it actually comes from Fowers Games. It is Burgle Brothers Blackjack.
Okay.
That hit my top 10.
Wow.
Because I had such a good time playing it. I love Burgle Brothers. It definitely feels like I'm playing Burgle Brothers, and it's got the cooperative aspect to it. You know, you're trying to score 5 cards of the same suit based on what suit you have. Such a fun game. Got to play the demo at PAX. And what's so funny was he created the game, took it to Essen. So if you do happen to get a copy this year, it is in English and in German because it was taken to Spiel. And very strong possibility that it'll go into a regular production run.
Nice.
But so, like, it's kind of neat that I've got an early copy, and it was good.
The way you've described it to me is the gang, but for Blackjack.
Yes, it's
and
the
I
game
really
for
want to try it.
Blackjack. If I crack my safe, I get an object that allows me to help everybody do more things. So, yeah, loved it. Absolutely loved it. What was your number 10?
My number 10 legitimately was a surprise to me that it's number 10.
Okay.
It is a super good game called Bohemians. So this is from Portal Games, and that in and of itself is a surprise to me. Normally I bounce off of Portal stuff pretty hard. They have high difficulty ramps with a lot of things they do, and I just don't normally bite very hard. Mm-hmm. But this one is such a weird experience, and you know how much I love a unique experience in a game. See Fired Up. It's my go-to example for it. Bohemians is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning artwork on it. It's just a beautiful game where you are deck building in the Bohemian Paris time, and you're essentially playing this like symbol matching game inside of a deck building game, kind of the way After Us did it, but this one I think is much better. Part of it is the fact that I like the art and the theme significantly better, but it's such a weird game because if you play it by the rules the way it wants you to, it is essentially a role-playing game where because when you are playing your cards out, you have 4 spots in your board, generally speaking, to play, and if you play one of your cards to all 4 spots, that means you're not going to your job and you're taking on a hardship. So the question becomes, is there a way for me to build an interesting combo, slot my card in so that way I don't have to take a penalty and still be able to pull everything off that I want? It has really excellent solo mode that also functions as a co-op mode for 2 players that just twists the system really hard, and it puts you in these really really interesting situations. My issue with the game and why I don't ultimately know that it would stay in this if we do a revisited list is if you are not playing the way the game wants you to, if you just skip that here's what my day is phase and you just play it mechanically, it is 100% a multiplayer solo game. There's almost no interaction, and it just turns into the same thing After Us did of, all right, I built my combo. Are you at the winning threshold? No? Cool. Keep going. I just love what Bohemians does, and that little wrinkle of narrate your day. It sounds so silly, but for people like us that are theater and role-playing people, it just gives such a wonderful texture to the game that I haven't found anywhere else. Plus, it's gorgeous.
It was a very pretty game. Yeah, I did enjoy it. It didn't make my short list.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but it was still good. I still enjoyed my time.
I want you to try the co-op. I think you'll like that more.
I would, because it did. It was too much single-player solitaire.
Yeah.
Because it was, no matter what you were doing.
It really didn't. Number 9.
Will not be on your list, won't be even in probably your top 25 or maybe even your top 50, and that would be the game from Thunderworks Games, Citizens of the Spark.
Sure.
I just really, really enjoyed it. The simplistic recruiting these animal type characters that allow them to do powers based on who you're going to try to use. And if you have more of them, the stronger the power is. It just really sang to me. I really enjoyed it. And there's so many animals. There's a lot of replayability. And I really, really enjoyed that. Plus, I enjoyed the artwork. I thought the artwork was very different than what I've seen on a lot of things. I mean, similar-ish artwork that done with Wormspan and Origin Story from Stonemaier. Because it's not like hard lines.
I can see how you get there.
It's soft-ish. It's, symbolism. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was just something that was pleasurable on my table.
I don't super dislike the game.
Right.
We're going to be releasing a full review of it if it's not out by the time this has. And I think there's some neat ideas there. I think it's fiddly there, especially doing the point exchange stuff or the whatever it's called, the spark exchange or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some interesting ideas there, but depending on the set, it can feel very mean or it can feel very solo. It really is very dependent on the card set. It's kind of like Dominion in that way.
Right.
And it just feels fiddly to me.
Yeah, I can understand that.
My number 9 is a game that you should not be surprised is on here. It is Tend. I really like Tend. It's great. We talked about it as far as our prototype review last year. We're doing another full review of it coming out probably at the beginning of the year. And I mean, it's great. It's a roll and flip and scratch and stamp and write. It's too many things all at once. And man, it's really, really good. We played it with 7 and it's still played in 2 hours. I've played it solo. I think the tweaks from the prototype to the final retail are excellent. It's just a great game. Yeah. It's big and it's weird, and it's probably going to be one that I still pull out once a month or so, even if it's solo, because I really, really, really like Tend.
And that would be the reason why it's number 7 on my list.
Hilarious. All right.
Yeah, Tend just did stuff for me. I was really happy to have an IV game that just spoke to me. You're working for Space Amazon, and I just loved it. It's weird, it's kooky, it's strange, it does things that it should not be able to do. We've said it before, we'll say it again. They're mad scientists down there in Nashville, and by gum, it's a great game.
Number 8.
There's so many things that could be said about this game. I love the company and the fact that it gives me a reason to use stuff from the base game. Roxley's Santorini, Riddle of the Sphinx. By gum, as a standalone, I mean, you have to have the base game, unfortunately. So is it technically an expansion? Not really. It's basically, it's its own version. It's just unfortunate you have to have the base game to play the game.
I didn't consider this for the list because I do class it as an expansion, but Pantheon Edition as the second edition of the game did make my list. It's further down. I will just spoil it right now and say that Santorini has re-entered my top 100 for the first time since 2019.
That's phenomenal.
Because of how strong both Sphinx and Pantheon are.
Yeah, phenomenal play. So yes, if you own Santorini, get yourself a Riddle of the Sphinx. Yeah, I did not consider it as an expansion. That's why it is on my list.
Sure.
And I mean, I love thinky games, and the fact that you can play it solo or you can play it co-op, I need to play more of it. It is a little bit of a table hog. Mm-hmm. So that's the only downfall that I have because, as I have complained before.
That's fair.
But I love it.
My number 8 I've talked about on the podcast before, and it is Pergola.
Yeah,
I
you
am
have.
so surprised that this game has stuck around the way it has. There are some games that I play that I get really hot on, and I play a lot of it really quickly, and then I just fall away from it. I keep coming back to this one. I table it physically. I play it on BGA. It's just an enjoyable game for me. I shouldn't like it. I shouldn't care about the theme, but I don't know. That tray still needs a friggin' lid. It's a great game. I really, really enjoy Pergola.
Yeah, as you should.
So we just covered your 7 on my 9.
Yes, because 10 definitely hit my 7.
It's honestly probably the reason why Graft got pushed out, because I didn't want to have 2 of the same game, because Graft is the little brother of Tend. It's the very little brother. But once you have played Tend, you see why Graft is in the world. It feels like a very distilled version.
Yes.
My number 7, though, is Spooktacular. Look,
great game.
I love the game. I think it is brilliant the way it is designed. The fact you have all the asymmetry in there, the fact there is a scaling to the asymmetry, engage with a level of difficulty that you want to. It has straightforward components, which for how goofy and just off the wall the theme is, I really think those standard meeples make the game. Mm-hmm. It keeps it from being overly self-serious if it were minis or, custom standees or whatever. It just is just great. It's a fun, silly, goofy little game that, frankly, if I had played more, probably be higher on this list.
Yeah. Doombox was the one that I got to play the very first time I played it. I went, this is a great game.
I really want to play Remover, the Weight Loss one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to play pretty much the entire box.
There's so much.
I know I am likely to do with Spooktacular what I did with Bullet, because it has a solo mode in there, and the solo mode is very good, of just set it up and play with different monsters every time.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's great.
Number 6.
Yeah.
Is it Spooktacular?
It's not Spooktacular. No, because I would have interrupted you. No, I'm going to guess that this one's probably going to be higher up on your list, because I cannot imagine something from Ivy Studios like Scales of Fate wouldn't be higher on your list, because Scales of Fate is number 6 on mine. If I had to guess, knowing you, it's probably 1 or 2. Scales of Fate, absolutely phenomenal game. I'm not going to say much about it because I know you're going to talk more about it because I know it's on your list.
How dare you, sir? You know nothing.
I doubt it. Anyway, maybe not 1 or 2, but no, I don't get to play a lot of 2-player games. And those that I do, it's like, hey, this is the 2-player version of a 4-player game. And so the fact that Scales of Fate is strictly 2-player, and you are trying to fib your way and making sure that, like, what you do in the regular game, Failed Fate, Scales of Fate, it mirrors it. It's the little brother, and it's phenomenal. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that it's now part of my collection. So, what is your number 6?
My number 6 is my Stonemaier pick. This is Finspan. I really, really, really like Finspan.
It came out in 2025?
Just barely, yeah.
Oh, did it come out January, February?
Came out in January.
Okay.
Way back at the start of the year. But it is a 2025 game. And I adore it. It's so much fun. At this point, I like it better than Wingspan. Generally speaking, that's on a base box level, but even still, with all the other stuff, like, I kind of just want to play Wingspan as duet mode, and I would rather play Finspan as Finspan. I really like the game quite a bit. I'm still playing it. I played it at PAX. Like, I went out of my way. I woke up early one morning to go play it. That's how much I like this game. It's great. It's just a wonderful re-implementation of the system, and I'll say here what I said at PAX, is that I think it's entirely wrong to call it the easy version or the light version of Wingspan, because using Wingspan as your baseline, Wormspan is your crunch, tight, you must be precise, you must do things in a certain order, you have to manage your resources very tightly. It is a very precise game that is not forgiving.
Yeah.
Finspan is the opposite side of that, where it is change your engine, flex, bend, alter what you want to do, but it still has a lot of meat. It still has a lot of decision space. It's a phenomenal game, and I think calling it easy Wingspan is doing it a massive disservice.
Yeah. I know when I had a couple of people that asked me my thoughts on Finspan, I go, I'll be honest, I haven't played a ton of it. I go, but what I've played, I've enjoyed. And that's the big thing. If at the end of the day, does it feel different than its predecessor?
Yes.
Which it does.
Yeah.
Does it stand on its own two legs? Which, yes, it does. And I had a lady.
Swims on its own fins.
I actually had one lady who sat there and she asked me, she goes, is this the easier version? I go, no. I think, honestly, get Finspan, play Finspan. I think it'll make you fall in love with Wingspan again. You won't need to play Wingspan as many times. You'll enjoy that nice, easy, like wave feel of how it bends and moves. And she goes, really? And I'm like, yeah. I go, I like Wingspan more now because of Finspan.
Sure.
And I like Wingspan. I'm the opposite. I like Wingspan more than Finspan.
Sure.
But Finspan's not like way under. It's like one whole point, if we do points.
I absolutely adore Wingspan still.
Yeah.
I am not sitting here trying to poo-poo on it at all. I still own my nesting box. I brought back the new packs from PAX.
Same.
Like, don't worry, I still love Wingspan. But just on a experiential level, I just like what Finspan's doing more.
I'm looking forward to see what it does.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up because of what happened with Wormspan.
Sure.
I think once I see what expansions come out and what they do, I
Wild
think
stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Is it going to be a thing that makes me go, okay, I will pick it up now.
Yeah. Number 5. Now we're actually in the good games.
Well, you won't agree with my very first one.
I'm kidding about the good games thing, but we are number 5. What you got?
This is my Stonemaier game and its origin story. Because we know how I feel about origin story. We've discussed this before.
Okay.
I was really surprised that I felt this high about the game. There's just enough. I got to play with it a bunch at PAX. Learned it. I own it. And I sat there and I'm like, I've played better Trick Takers. But my God, I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And there is some things to it that it's not great, but I do really, really enjoy it. And I enjoy it more. Like, as much as I look at my list, I'm like, yeah, Origin Story beats the other ones that are before it.
Wild stuff.
Yeah, it really is. Because I know how you feel about it. But you know how I feel about it. So it shouldn't really surprise you that I enjoy it as much as I do.
Well, we recorded episode 31 earlier this evening.
Yeah.
And I brought it for Table Shelf and Trade.
Yep.
So you will hear our full opinions on it there.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah.
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 I understand that. I've enjoyed it for what it is.
It's fair.
What's your number 5?
My number 5, we actually also talked about earlier today already, and that is Iliad. Iliad is a 2-player game from Reiner Knizia. It has art by Harry Conway, who is the artist Veiled in Scales, and it's just gorgeous. It is a 2-player tile-laying game where you have a 6x6 grid in front of you, and at each position around the board, so there are 36 tiles, you are trying to complete sets of tiles, because if you have somebody that is able to collect one of each god, they just win. If they're able to collect 4 of the gods and both rings, they just win. If neither of those conditions happen, then it goes to points. And so it leans into this fascinating decision space of, am I trying to complete my set? Am I trying to go for points because only your highest of a tile group counts? Or am I trying to block my opponent? But what makes the game even better is that the spaces are all alternated. So it's red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and above it is blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. So you are never adjacent to your own piece. And so the fact that you're able to alter where tiles go, you can flip them over to cancel out powers, you can do all kinds of stuff. It is just spectacular. The package is an amazing production. It is beautiful art. It is so thinky and interesting, and it's like 30 minutes long. It's just spectacular.
I like that. That sounds very interesting.
I really think you're going to like it. We just haven't had an opportunity to do it yet.
Right. I feel that.
4.
Number 4 happens to be another 2-person game from Druid City Games, and that's Madcala.
Madcala's so good.
I've only played it a couple times, and it just makes me want to play it more. Madcala just does everything I want in a 2-player game. I love Scales of Fate. Madcala has that thinky space that I love.
Yeah.
The base of Mancala, and then, okay, do I do this power? Can I make you do this thing? And there's enough characters. I think it's the right amount of characters. I don't need many more.
Didn't make my list. Only because I haven't played it enough. Once I play it more, I'm expecting to play a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
At the beginning of the year, because I'm going to have some time and we're going to play some 2-player stuff. It's definitely coming out of MacWagCon, all types of stuff that.
Yeah.
So it'll be on the Revisited, but right now it didn't make it simply because I just haven't played it enough.
Right. I feel that.
But what little I've played is amazing.
Is absolutely stellar.
In my number 5,
okay.
I said that this is a game that you haven't played that you need to.
Okay.
That's what number 4 is as well.
Okay.
Because number 4 is the Dark Quarter.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
So here's the thing. And I told AJ this, and he's like, "Are you kidding me?" And I said, "Absolutely not. I firmly believe this." Vantage didn't make my list. Like flat, just didn't make my list anywhere because Dark Quarter is better. They are both narrative-focused exploration games that, frankly, don't have a lot of negative stakes. Because at the end of the day, it's really, really hard to lose. I'm not even entirely positive you can fully die in Dark Quarter. But the game is so good. The world is excellent. The way that you generate your stats for checks, you have this scaling cube system that you want more cubes and you want low numbers. It's so good and it's so fully realized that the story starts and you're just pulled in immediately into this world and you're like, okay, let's go. And you just follow along. It is so wonderful. And frankly, when I played Vantage, I played for 14 hours over 3 days.
Right.
It's a pretty famous story among the Stonemaier booth at this point. What that exposed to me is a gigantic weakness where there are no stakes, where the narrative is very interesting, but any changes to the narrative are all headcanon. You aren't changing what's in the box itself. I think it is still an excellent game. I think it is going to be great for people that want to dive in for little bits of time, or if you have kids. Like, I know if I had that game as a kid, I would have devoured it. I still think it's great. I still stand by my score of an 8 for it, but I'm kind of done with it. Whereas Dark Quarter, I'm just not. I want to keep going back in. It is discrete chunks of time. It has this great level up system that every 6 or 7 turns is cool. You get to power yourself up now with all your resources you've earned. It's so incredibly well done. The app is really well done. The story and the music are great. And it is another one of those games where even though it is an app-based game, you still need the board. You need the pieces. It's incredible. I love it.
Yeah. Vantage is not my top 10. I love it. It's in my top 25.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to that game. It takes a lot of work.
Regardless, Dark Quarter is awesome. It is very much a mature game. You are not going to be playing that with your kids, but really, really good.
Can't wait.
Number 3.
Another game that I know you don't care for.
Sure.
But I just love to look at it. When I play solo, when I play with my friends, I just like looking at all of our boards. And that would be from All Play, Twinkle Twinkle.
Oh, I don't have anything against the game.
Okay.
I like A Friend better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, A Friend was my 11. But I mean, if you said, hey, we're going to play Twinkle Twinkle, I'll do it. I just don't need to own it.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really neat to have the clear tiles with the stars and you're building constellations and there's other celestial bodies. And it's not that long. Like a 30-minute game. And the solo's so good.
Yeah, the solo's good. I like it best at 2.
Oh, yeah.
But the 5 tribes thing of you get 2 turns, and depending on where you pick, depends on where you go in turn order. I think it's a really neat mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
And I like having 2 turns in a round instead of 1. It also kind of keeps the game shorter.
Yes, it does. Yeah. It's similar to what happens with 1.
I don't have anything against it, but it was like 23 or something. It's on the list, but it's pretty far down.
Yeah, that is okay. That makes me feel better.
My 2 and 3 I have wrestled with because either one could go in either spot.
Okay.
But right now, I'm going to say number 3 is Enthrone from Smirk and Dagger.
That was such a great game.
My complaint is that on the bus, the symbol of what they are is a little too small.
Correct.
Like that's I have tried coming up with any complaints about the game. It's that silly. The game like this and Iliad hold perfect tense for me. They do. I like Dark Quarter more than Iliad, but man, as an abstract game where you have only 8 pieces on the board, there are 3 different ways to win, and each decision carries so much weight. And for as brain burny and double bluffing and all this wonderful tension, it's like 15 minutes at the long end. It is so good.
And it feels longer because the brain burn. Because you're like, oh, he took out that thing, so he must be one of these. Okay, wait, he took another one.
But he can't be that one because I saw that card in my initial deal. Like, what did he pick? And what's crazy is for as thinky and burny as it is, as soon as the game's over, like, okay, put it back out. We're going to go. You play it 3 or 4 times in a row because it's that fast. And it's just, it's so good.
It's a great game.
Enthrone is so, so good. Number 2.
I feel this is a triumph and a return from one of my favorite companies.
Okay.
It's Plaid Hat Games' Wandering Galaxy.
Really?
I have played so much of that game. Played it solo. Played it with friends of mine. It's good. Since I haven't played like Dark Quarter, there's certain things that you've played that I did not get to play. I know that this will probably be a little bit farther down on the list of my top 10 games from 2025. I just enjoyed it. And it feels very much like, for me, as much as I do enjoy Plaid Hat, because I have so much, it's like a return to them because they just got their IPs back.
I really want to try this one. I want to try Freelancers as well. But yeah, I mean, that's really interesting. I did not expect you to say that one.
Yeah.
But I also forgot that was a 2025 game. So
because I had Kickstarted it and it came out at Gen Con.
My number 2 is one that you kind of can't get me to shut up about. And do you have any idea what it is?
No.
It's Chemical Overload.
Okay.
It's so good. It takes that clean, basic deck building that Dominion has, and it adds just these couple little wrinkles onto it. You buy a card, it goes right on top of your deck. You buy a flask, it goes right onto your table, so you can use it right away. You have the toxins, which are interesting. They can be swingy. They can be something to deal with, but everybody has to deal with them so they don't feel unfair. Mm-hmm. And it's just such a good game for how straightforward it is. But again, like Dominion, you can sit there and you can mix up your spread of cards that you have out. I really think that they hit on something almost perfect.
Yeah.
It's so good. The art works for it. The card quality is solid. Like, I am so excited to see more games from Rebirth and from Michael Crandall, I believe his name is. It's such a good game. I love it. I really gushed and geeked out to them at PAX. And I think they were more surprised that I even had the game. I'm like, I bought it from you. I went to your website and bought it.
Because you weren't at the con yet. And when they were setting up, I'm like, I've played your game. And he goes, you have? And I'm like, yeah, we actually we did a review of it. He's like, really? I'm like, I don't think it's out yet. But yeah, we really enjoyed it. It's like, it's so smart. It makes absolute sense. And he goes, oh my God, thank you so much. It was a great game. It's a great game.
Your number 1 is Critter Kitchen.
My number 1 is Critter Kitchen.
Hey, I guessed it.
Yeah. Cardboard Alchemy and Lucky Duck games. It's so much fun. It's so cute. It's another one of these silly games that's like, oh, look how cute this is. And then you go, oh, this is like a really good game. Because, there's a little bit of bag draw. There's a little, like, which guy's going to go where? Because, okay, if I put my sous chef here, he's technically second, but I could have my small one go. And then, if I get one of my special chefs, he gets to do a thing now. And, what's his ability? And you're just like, I hope my ingredients are better than your ingredients. And I've only gotten to play it at a lower player count. I haven't got to play it at a bigger player count because bigger player count means more things that are available for you to get. Because, of course, it's kind of like how they do...
Like how viticulture scale spaces.
Yeah. So, like, it's, okay, you're only using with these. Well, okay, the moment you have 3, well, then there's another spot where you can get ingredients. When there's there's another spot where you can get ingredients. And so, yeah, it's so much fun.
I need to play it.
Yeah, I need to bring it over.
Really want to try it.
This is the problem with having a podcast, is there's all these things like, hey, we need to bring it. And then we're like, we have other things that we need to also play that we want to bring.
Like Dark Quarter.
Like Dark Quarter, which...
and we need to play more Freedom 5.
Which...
That was a 2024 game.
So,
barely, but it's a 2024 game.
I'm going to go ahead and say your number 1 is Scales of Fate.
Yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Look, I knew it was going to be number 1 so long as it made it here, because to make it onto any of my lists, it has to be available and I have to have it.
Yeah.
And you got yours before me.
I did. By God, this is a good game.
Like, most of the time, I look at dual versions of games and I get kind of let down by them.
Yeah, because they're pale in comparison.
Almost always. And when you look at Veiled Fate at 2 players, it's so stinking interesting because there's so many options on the board.
Yeah.
And there's so many ways to obfuscate what you're doing. You're like, it's just so good. And then you look at Scales of Fate, and you're like, this is a different game. It is a fully different game. But it's not going to make my top 100 because reasonably, I'm not going to sit there and split my number 1 pick because it could be either of them at a moment's notice.
Right.
But because Veiled Fate goes up to 9 players, and I have played it at 9, and it's incredible at 9, and it's incredible at 2, Veiled Fate's still my number 1. Scales, my God, it's phenomenal. It is so good and so thinky, and it does what Enthrone does of here we are in 20-25 minutes where Veiled Fate can be a couple hours. So you have a faster version, but it's 2 people and it's 3 rounds still, and it just does
Well, I mean, the
So
game that
good.
you and I played, I moved your guy one space, and had I not, you would have gotten the win. And because
we were both
we were
the
both
third guy.
the third guy, and I moved
Oh.
your guy. I moved it one space. And it dropped you to 1 point where I had 10.
Yep.
And that's all it took.
It's just
Wild.
so smart. It's so interesting. I love it so much. Yeah. It couldn't be anything else. I know I have 2 games from Ivy on here, but Ivy released a lot of games this year.
They did.
And I mean, it's Scales of Fate. You heard our prototype review last year, hopefully. If not, know that we had a segment that we cut that was us doing nothing but swearing because of how good we thought it was.
We sent that to the publisher. We sent it to them and went,
They asked if they could use it for publicity material.
yeah, we said yes, because we try very hard not to swear. And if we do, we bleep it if you can't help but have it in there. And that deserved every single second of swearing.
It's just ludicrously good.
Yeah. And the reason why it's not higher on my list is because it's not my style of game.
That's fair.
But it deserves its flowers from a person who doesn't play that style of game that often. I mean, it's a deduction game at 2 people.
What I think is crazy about my list, it really has been a year or 2 player games for me in a way that many, many other years haven't. I have 3 2-player games on this list. And Madcala will make it onto the list.
Oh, yeah,
When
when
I
it
do
should.
the revisit.
And the whole thing is like the reason why Santorini, Riddle of the Sphinx, and Origin Story is because they're solos.
Huh?
Because of the solo aspect.
But Santorini is so good at a 2-player.
But it's so good at 2-player.
So good.
I mean, yeah,
it's so good at 3. Santorini is just so good.
yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, yeah. So you guys got a taste. I'm sure some of these games will potentially in our top 10, unless you decide to directly take them out of the top 10 because we're going to be talking about them in 2020.
Like I said, Scales of Fate is tied with Veil as my number 1 game, but I'm only putting Veiled on there. I guess, spoiler alert, but you also know that wasn't going to change. So,
no.
Yeah, they are similar enough that I don't think it is fair to put them both on the list and try to say one is 1, one is 2. Scales is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely right.
We are sponsored by our great friends over at Grand Gamers Guild. Located not terribly far away from us in Grand Rapids, Michigan, they're a publisher that specializes not only in bringing loads of enjoyment across the complexity spectrum to your table, but making sure that international releases are also finding the ability to be played here in the US as well. On that, Grand Gamers Guild is happy to announce the restock of Tir na Nog, its brand new expansion, Blessings and Burdens, and the new 18 Escape Journey to Tir na Nog. Tir na Nog is a tableau development and drafting game using Irish folklore to power the game. It's one that I have a strong affinity for because if it weren't for Tir na Nog, then Board All the Time might not even have a relationship with Grand Gamers, let alone this sponsorship. The new 2nd edition printing has deluxe bits and fancy foiling on the box, and it is now available. Now the backers have received their copies of the expansion, Blessings and Burdens is also available for purchase as well. This is a brand new modular expansion that gives 5 new options to play the game, including new components and a new rule set to draft the Guiche cards, because, let's be honest, we all know you've all wanted to do that. Finally, there's the new 18 Escape entry, Journey to Tir na Nog. A repeatable escape room in a tiny package like the rest of the 18 Escape line, this one takes around an hour and has you attempting to have your wishes granted by the Dagda. I've already played through mine and I have quite enjoyed it. You can find the link to their website where you can pick all that up in the episode notes. And in support of us, they're offering a referral code to kick back to Board All the Time on their website, grandgamersguild.com. If you go to grandgamersguild.com and use discount code BATT10, that's BATT10, you'll make sure that we're supported and you let them know that we sent you. Thank you again so much to Grand Gamers Guild.
Hey, have a good Christmas and New Year's, and you'll get your next list when all 3 of us are here.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all the things.
All the things. Merry Yule.
Happy Festivus.
Yes, because that's for the rest of us.
I mean, whatever you celebrate, we hope that you have had a great holiday season or are in the middle of it.
Yep.
And we'll catch you on episode 30, which is a top 10 list. It is going to be the top 10 simultaneous action games.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll catch you with our top 10 of the year.
Woo!
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys. That's really the Christmas gift that you give me.